Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for another round of YCP Live Reads. I'm Erica Sable Flores. I'm the program manager for the Youth Cinema Project. YCP is a 501c3 nonprofit that brings project-based learning to public schools classrooms. We bring professional filmmakers into the classrooms, and we work with the students for 1 year, where the students get to write their own scripts, make their own production teams, and film their own short films. To learn more about our program or check out some of our student-made films, you can look around their website, youthcinemaproject.org, at the end of the reading. And you can also find there any libraries that you might have missed from last week. So, also please subscribe to all of our social media so you can keep updated on all of the work we do. We have been overwhelmed by all of the support we have received from the Latinx Hollywood community. And today we're super excited to have the cast of Devious Maids joining us. I want to give special thanks to Ganem for helping us make this happen. And so with that, I leave you with Mia, who's one of our filmmaking mentors and will be our host for today.
Thank you so much, Erica. Hello, everybody. I'm Mia. I am a filmmaking mentor with YCP. Today, we're going to be reading a script written by one of my students. We have a group of amazing actors from the cast of Devious Maids that's going to be joining us momentarily to perform Elizabeth, written by Alexia, a YCP 9th grade student from Bell Gardens High School in Montebello, California. Alexia is here today to introduce her script. Hello, Alexia.
Hey.
Hi, we're so excited that you're here with us today. Can you tell us what your script is about?
So my story is about a girl named Elizabeth who is insecure and thinks she's not cool enough. So she tries to change herself for the better and joins a crew of cooler and great people.
Mm-hmm. What inspired you to write this story?
So you're always seeing like people trying to change themselves, whether it's for the better or worse, and sometimes it just doesn't go well. And I guess this is an example of that.
For sure. You did such a great job with the script, and your production team was working so hard filming Elizabeth. What did it feel like for you to go through the process of having your idea turned into a script and then turned into a film?
Well, it felt very exciting and I was very nervous, but overall it was wonderful to see everyone just gathered up and recreate everything that I wrote.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of YCP?
My overall favorite part is that we learn the fundamentals of writing and storytelling, and we get to use all the cool camera and film equipment.
Yeah, it's been super fun for me too, and especially to watch you. I've been so impressed by your work the whole year long. So thank you so much for being here with us. Now it's time to start. So let's go ahead and bring out our actors. We're so lucky to have this incredible cast today. Joining us from the cast of Lifetime's Devious Maids, we have Judy Reyes, who plays Zoila. Hi! Thank you so much for being here. Dania Ramirez, who plays Rosie. Woo! Ana Ortiz, who plays Marisol. Welcome, Ana. Yay. Hi. Eddie Ganem, who plays Valentina. Eddie. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to do this. Looks like we're ready to start. Alexia, you're now going to be tuning into the live stream and watching the show. Actors, are you guys ready to do this?
Alrighty.
Do it. Amazing. All right, I'm going to go away also, but I'm going to be off screen reading the stage directions. Great, so drum roll, please. YCP Live Reads presents Elizabeth, written by Alexia. Exterior school day. Elizabeth, 16, runs across a hallway. She stops as she approaches Lucy, 15.
Hey, girl, where have you been?
My alarm wouldn't ring, and no one would put any effort into waking me up.
Elizabeth takes her earphones out of her pocket. She looks unhappy.
Oh, what's wrong?
Elizabeth looks down from the second floor where they're standing. She holds the headphones out over the edge.
Should I throw these down?
Stands beside Elizabeth. She looks confused.
Why would you do that?
They don't even work anymore, so why not?
Lucy doesn't know what to say. Elizabeth opens her hand and the headphones fall down 2 floors. Ouch!
No.
Can be heard from below. The girls giggle. The bell rings. The bell rings. Lucy walks away and waves at Elizabeth.
Bye.
Elizabeth walks backward and waves back. As soon as she turns around, Elizabeth bumps hard into Bianca, 16, one of the mean girls. Edgy and dangerous looking. Bianca looks her up and down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Don't even apologize. You don't even deserve my forgiveness.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend you.
Don't even try to talk to me. You're so weird.
Bianca walks away as Elizabeth stares in shock. Interior classroom day. Elizabeth folds a paper and hands it to Lucy. Lucy opens the paper. The paper reads,
What do you consider cool?
Lucy raises an eyebrow, writes on the paper, then hands it back to Elizabeth. The paper reads,
I don't know. I'm a fan of investigations and true crime.
Elizabeth stares at the paper. Exterior school afternoon. Elizabeth walks outside to find a group of kids talking. She walks up to them. Samantha, 16, another one of the rude girls, walks up to Elizabeth and stares her up and down.
What do you want?
Elizabeth clears her throat and walks a step closer.
I want to join your crew. Please let me in.
Samantha looks at her, then turns back and laughs.
Did y'all hear that? This fool wants to join our crew.
Elizabeth smiles awkwardly and waves. Bianca, from earlier, steps in and stares at Elizabeth.
This is my crew.
Elizabeth extends her hand out for a handshake as the girls laugh.
Okay, fool. I'm gonna let you join only if you pass the test. Otherwise, you gotta go.
When do I start the test?
Beth? What? I didn't hear you. What did you say?
When do I start my test?
Ah. Meet us by the cafeteria during lunch tomorrow.
Elizabeth nods and walks away from the girls. Exterior lunch tables day.
I can't wait to be like them. I'm so excited.
Elizabeth walks toward the group of girls. Bianca steps forward and looks at her. The other girls step up and stand behind Bianca as she examines Elizabeth.
Well, what do y'all think?
She be looking quite thin.
Mm-hmm.
How's she supposed to fight like that?
Oh.
Or is she gonna rattle her bones around?
Wait,
Laugh at Elizabeth.
no, I can fight. I'm strong.
Bianca looks around then points at Lucy, who stands across the way.
Her. Fight her.
Hmm.
Do it now.
Wait, she has nothing to do with this.
Just fight her. Beat her up.
You'll do it if you want to be one of us.
Elizabeth walks up to Lucy and Lucy looks at her.
Hey, where were you? We should hang out later.
Listen, I'm gonna push you. You're gonna cry. Just go along with it, please.
Elizabeth clenches her fists and begins to move around Lucy.
What is going on? What is up with you? And why are you moving around like that? You know what? You look like a Street Fight character.
Elizabeth widens her eyes and tries to throw a punch.
Hitting you.
Lucy walks further from Elizabeth.
You are being weird. I am leaving now.
Lucy walks away. Elizabeth turns back to Bianca. Bianca shakes her head as the other members of the crew laugh. Exterior principal's office day. Elizabeth approaches Bianca's crew.
Okay, sorry about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another chance.
Bianca looks at her girls.
All right. Here's the next test. You gotta go in there.
Bianca points at a door labeled principal's office.
Take them files. I got my records. I'm out here trying to change my grades before my mom hits me with her chancla. So
Wait.
go.
What?
Adela, just do it.
Elizabeth walks into interior principal's office day. Elizabeth looks through the file cabinets.
Bianca, what is even her last name? Did she even tell me her last name?
Elizabeth goes through all the files and throws them around in frustration. Voices can be heard through the door. Elizabeth looks around for a place to hide, but nothing. But she gets out just in time. Exterior, principal's office, day. Elizabeth walks toward Bianca and hands her a paper. Bianca opens it and smiles.
She got my files. I can change my grades now.
Elizabeth smiles as Bianca gets a pen and writes on the paper. She stops to look at Elizabeth.
Oh, fool. What? Meet us in the bathroom during fifth period, all right?
Elizabeth looks around and looks back at Bianca.
Wait, are you saying that I should ditch?
Duh. Like, we can't discuss this during class.
Bianca extends her hand for a handshake. Elizabeth stands there confused and gives Bianca a formal handshake.
All right, I'll see you later. You better show up or else.
Elizabeth nods and walks away. Interior bathrooms, day. Elizabeth looks around and puts her backpack down. A girl is chewing gum loudly. Two other girls are arguing with each other. Samantha complains about her nail falling out.
Hey, Bianca, look, my nail broke.
She sticks a long acrylic nail right in Bianca's face. Bianca rolls her eyes and ignores her and looks at Elizabeth.
Oh, all right, listen. I decided I'm gonna let you join.
Elizabeth smiles and looks at Bianca.
But on one condition. You gotta get a tattoo.
The other girls pull up their sleeves and show a tattoo of a broken heart on their arm.
Tomorrow at lunch, you gotta meet us behind the school.
We're not going to a tattoo shop?
Nah, I got needles. I could do it.
But you wash the needle? I don't want any kind of...
Ay, pues, just go. Stop worrying so much.
Elizabeth nods and leaves. Exterior behind the school, day. Bianca gets her needle ready for the tattoo. Elizabeth looks down at her arm and squirms. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Her breathing starts to get fast, and she stands up. The other girls look at her. Elizabeth takes 2 steps back and bumps into a wall.
What you doing?
Elizabeth looks at a door labeled staff only. She runs toward it and opens it. The other girls chase her. Elizabeth opens the door to find the rooftop of the building. She runs in circles while the crew members go after her. She finally stops at the edge of the building and gets ready to jump. She looks down and passes out. Lucy opens the door and sees the crew members.
Bianca, did she die?
I hope not, but either way, we gotta bounce.
The crew leaves. Lucy runs over to Elizabeth and tries to wake her up.
Elizabeth!
Interior nurse's office, day. Elizabeth wakes up to see Lucy sitting by her.
I don't get it. What happened?
I tried to join their crew because I thought it would make me cool. You said true crime was cool, like gangs and stuff.
Wait, when I said true crime, I meant documentaries, not actual gangs.
Oh, you guess I misunderstood.
Lucy laughs and hugs her. Bianca and Samantha walk in. Bianca has tattoo needles.
Are you gonna join the crew or what?
Wait, you came this far, now you gotta join.
No, I changed my mind. I don't want to be in your crew anymore.
Elizabeth sits up and holds Lucy's arm.
Whatever, losers.
Yeah, whatever.
Bianca and Samantha leave.
Bye. Okay, hey, now that you aren't busy with all of your crew stuff, do you want to hang out?
Of course.
Fade to black. Yay! The end. That was so good.
That was so fun.
So
That
much fun.
was adorable. Thank you, actors, so much. What an amazing performance. Alexia's back too. What did you think, Alexia?
I think the performance was very good. Each portrayal of the character was very good. It was very close to what I imagined it in the first place, and I overall really liked it. It was amazing.
Aw, cool.
I'm so proud of you. That's awesome.
Right by your
How about actors? What was your favorite part of this script?
The Mean Girls.
I thought the descriptions of everything was really, it came across. That's the hardest part in the script, to like bring the world to life. And I thought you did a really good job with that.
I thought it was really fun to play a relationship between two best girlfriends, and I feel like we don't get to see that a lot especially with our community and stuff. So it's nice to have like best girlfriends portrayed in like a funny, still kidding with each other way, and that's something I'd like to see more. So bravo.
Sure. Yeah, shout out to this all-female situation today. Also,
Yes.
I really
Not
like
right.
I really like the message of the story. It's in a short way, but it's like so true to just say that you never need to change who you are for others. You don't have to try to be cool. Like you are who you are, and your friends will love you for who you are. Like they're not gonna want to change you. So that's really what matters. So I just really like that.
I love the sense of humor it has too, with itself and with yourself too, that you have about like, because everybody has that moment with themselves, especially now that, everybody's kind of like caged in with themselves. You actually get to see that you lose perspective. And at the end of the day, it was like, what is to be cool? And you're like,
Yeah.
you don't be silly. I was talking about TV. You're like, oh, at the end of the day, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with, yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to look outside of yourself and outside of the people who really love and care about you to be cool. That, you can be nerdy with your best friends and still be cool.
For sure.
It's a great message. 9th grader, that's awesome. I'm super proud of you.
Yeah.
Alexia,
Amazing.
it's been such a joy to work with the whole time, and you've always been so clear about that vision that you wanted to have come across in your story, and that sense of humor is so true. The relatability of it, even though it is a wild story that hopefully none of us have actually. Thank you guys so much. Alexia, do you have any shout outs from anybody before we go?
Sure. Shout out to Miss Andrea and pretty much everyone who's worked with us throughout the whole filming process of it.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
For sure. This has been so much fun. That's the end of the show. Alexia, thank you again for letting us showcase this script. And thank you to our audience for tuning in, for supporting YCP students. Thank you to these incredible actors for your time and hilarious, adorable performances. Please join us also on Wednesday, April 22nd at 1 p.m. when we will be back here with the cast of Queen of the South, reading a script from a 7th grader from North Monterey County School District. Also, for all of our YCP students, there is a short assignment that accompanies this reading that you'll receive shortly. And for anybody else who wants to follow along, you can take our short quiz on Facebook and Instagram. Alexia, you're going to take the quiz on your own story? That'd be great. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And see you next Wednesday on YCP Live Read.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.